Hi everyone, this is Miss Bowden, and we have a music lesson today that's based on Star Wars because today is May the 4th, which is a little play on words for May the Force be with you. And if you know nothing about Star Wars, you're big. But I decided to steal his shirt of Darth Vader to do our music lesson today. And our music lesson today is going to be on the music of Star Wars, which was written by a composer named John Williams. And a composer is someone who writes music, okay? So somebody who writes music is what a composer is called, okay? And most music has a form to it. And form tells you how the music will be organized. It tells you how the music will be organized. And the form of music that we're going to be talking about today is theme and variations. Theme and variations is a form of music that begins a main melody, the theme, that is then varied, altered, or changed in some way throughout the piece of music, the variations. So you start with the main theme, and today we're going to talk about the main theme of Star Wars. And then we're going to show you a few different variations, a few different changes that they make with that theme throughout that 5.5-minute piece of music. Now, I'm not going to play the whole entire piece of music, but we're going to stop it at 3 different parts and talk a little bit about how it varies, how the theme starts and then how it varies throughout the piece. So all I did is I went to YouTube and I found the Star Wars main theme, and we're just going to start it here. And then I'm going to stop it at 3 different places. So the main one, and this is one of the most recognizable and iconic theme songs in cinema history. Every time I hear a ad for Star Wars, I mean, it gets me choked up. And if I'm in the movie watching it and one of these variations of these themes comes on, it just chokes me up, and I think it's phenomenal music. So let's get started. The main theme. Very large, very fanfare, very full orchestra, brass, percussion, strings, woodwinds, all of it comes right at you, okay? So that's the main theme. Now what we're going to talk about are the variations of that theme that happen throughout the song. The next one, so that one was at 7 seconds. The next one we're going to go to is at 2 minutes and 21 seconds. And I'll kind of go back and forth between all these so you can hear it again. So this is the second variation. It changes a little bit. Let's see how it changes. Brass. So brass would be our trumpets, our French horns, our tubas, our trombones. So this one's more our lower brass and our percussion instruments. You could hear the triangle in there, the snare drum in there, but not so much the woodwinds and the strings versus the first one. Find that one again. Big, bold, all instruments playing. Second theme, lower. Not as intense, but still the same theme, just a variation of it, a change of it. The next one and last one we're going to do is at 4:09. happier, not as emotional, not as intense. The one we remember is the very first one. Higher, those trumpets really coming out there. And then let's come back here to let's take it to 407. This one brings those woodwinds back in and a little bit of strings, but it definitely brings the woodwinds back in. The woodwinds would be flutes, clarinets, oboes, bassoons. A saxophone is a woodwind instrument, but they are not typically found in an orchestra. They're typically found more in marching bands or jazz bands, but not orchestras. So again, main theme is back here at 7 seconds. Main theme. This is the one, if you've heard of a Star Wars theme, this is the one you've heard. Slows down and then this big start. Second one. This is going to be down there in the French horns and trombones and tubas and not as much trumpet. And then our third and final variation. We get back to that trumpet, but it does not have that full orchestra sound to it quite yet. Okay? A lot of movies have themes and variations. We were watching Frozen 2 the other day, and there's the main theme of the song, and it kind of comes back. And it comes back in joyful times in the movie where it's kind of an exciting sound. And then they vary the theme a little bit when the movie starts to get a little darker and sadder, and it goes into this minor key and it kind of gets a little sadder. Same song, just a different variation, a different change to the song, okay? So again, theme and variation. Every song has a form. Every song has a form that tells you how the music's going to be organized. This particular song, the Star Wars theme, its form is a theme and variation. It's got this main idea, and then they take it and they change it up a little bit. And our other word that we learned today was composer, and it's someone who composes or writes music. John Williams is going to be that person for Star Wars, and he is magical and amazing and wonderful. He also did Jaws. He also did Indiana Jones. He's done lots of very famous music. So I hope today was an enjoyable lesson on Star Wars. Don't forget our composer, theme and variation, and form definitions that we learned today. I hope you have a wonderful May 4th, and I can't wait to see you next week. So happy May the 4th be with you.